What started as a college project and ultimately turned into a $100 million game is this free-to-play FPS still alive and still playable in 2023. The story of Splitgate is one of the most inspiring in the gaming industry. The game actually started as a college project at Stanford University between Ian Pro and Nicholas Bagamian. Pro believed that Portal 1 and Portal 2 were good inspiration and that the mechanic would translate well into other game genres. They worked on the game for 6 months with no funding at all, released a demo, and it drew over 600,000 downloads in its first month of release. The game was then released as a free-to-play early access title on Steam way back in May of 2019. We covered the game here on the channel then. It looked a lot different than it does today. 1047 Games kept working on it and kept putting effort in, and by May of 2021 they had raised $10 million from investors. And in June of that year, it announced that the game was coming to PlayStation 4, PS5, Xbox One, and the series of Xbox consoles, with cross-platform play as well. Up until about July of 2021, Splitgate was rather niche, and I would say in the arena FPS world we were aware of it, but outside of that space, not a whole lot of people were interested. That was until all of the Call of Duty creators July 2021 hopped on Splitgate. This is around the time that the game's beta launched and the popularity just blew up. It was a perfect storm as Warzone creators were fed up with certain issues happening in Warzone, and a lot of big creators hopped on the Splitgate train. The popularity went through the roof, so much so that the game had to go offline over and over again to fix the servers. This was actually sort of a big deal because the developers were continually working on how they could increase the server capacity to handle well over the 100,000 concurrent players who were playing the game at that time. It's pretty amazing the momentum multiple content creators covering a game at once can have. It also helps that Splitgate is an incredible game, and it was the right time at the right place. Investors saw their opportunity, and 1047 Games saw a $100 million investment into their studio. They've been hiring up tons of talent within the industry as they work on the next free-to-play Splitgate project. It's going to be an Unreal Engine 5. We don't know when it's going to release. You can still play Splitgate. It doesn't have the player base that it did back in July of 2021, but thankfully because of crossplay, you can still pretty much get into matches. The PC player base has dropped quite a bit, but it's still worth trying. It's a great arena FPS that strides the perfect balance of easy to learn but difficult to master. I've loved Splitgate. It's been one of my favorite games of the last few years, and I really want to encourage you to check it out. Today we're going to hop into a few matches so you can see what it's like, what the population is, and how the matches sort of feel now in 2023. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the gameplay. Oh my goodness! Feels so good. Man, Splitgate 2, if they can carry over this straight, like, deliciousness of how good this game played, that would be incredible. I'm also hoping that 2024 is the year that we learn a little bit more about Splitty 2, or whatever they're going to call it. I won't hide my disappointment. I feel like this game deserved another year of support, but obviously they had the numbers. And we're getting something on Unreal Engine 5 and the Splitgate universe. Just please make sure it maintains this crispy goodness. Because wow, nice shot, man. This game feels phenomenal on both controller and on mouse and keyboard. There's not a lot of people playing. If you look at Steam charts these days, it's, I think, 500-ish. Oh. Okay. Gosh, but it feels so good. Oh. Where'd he bounce to? Nice, good shot. Oh, smart! I didn't even think about that. Forgot about that little nook and cranny. Been playing Splitgate since way, way back in the day. 2019, back in the day. I feel like the hitbox is a lot more generous when you zoom in. I've talked about that before. And man, this game has gone through a lot of transformations. Another thing that I hope with Splitgate 2 is it's got a more consistent art style. I think that might be a cause of why, or partly why. Oh, nice, okay. They're doing a reboot, an update, 2.0, new game, you know, all that jazz. Yeah, good game, that was fun. Because this game is a hodgepodge. Like, it's all over the place in terms of the characters. You've got, like, Tony the Tiger and the Cactus Man or the Pickle Man. You gotta let me know in the comments, is it a cactus or is it a pickle? And if you're gonna create a universe with this like cohesive art style, I don't know how you just like get rid of the old skins or whatever, things that people have purchased up until this point, unless you create a new game in the universe, and then that makes sense. So maybe a win-win for everybody, except for those that bought all the skins. Nice. Some of the weapons skins in this game are just gorgeous though. I hope we don't lose that. And look at that, map voting. Somehow it works. The game hasn't exploded. One thing I want to make clear though is despite the low population number on Steam, you can still easily get into matches. Ooh, good play, bro. Thought that was going to be my portal pad there. It is going to be my pad. Oh, got lucky there with the last shot. Because this game has crossplay, it will stay alive for a long time. And I think that is a huge benefit for the crossplay side of things, honestly. More and more games having it means more and more games can stay alive a lot longer. Nice. I hope that they get more confident in terms of their identity. So much of the marketing for this game is, you know, Halo with Portal. And it's a good enough game that I don't think they need to make the comparison, right? Yes, the sandbox has tons of overlap, but this is the point that Epos Vox makes a ton, and I agree with it. You have buttery smooth gameplay, and someone like me who can't aim, and you can make this sandbox your own. The more items that you like branch out with, the more sandbox items that lean more on like arena FPS stuff and not just Halo stuff, right? Where are those shots coming through? Got to close portals. Yeah, if you are playing this game too for the first time, make sure you find a close portal button. It will help immensely. But yeah, the more they add weapons that are unique and their own designs, the less and less they'll want to rely on that marketing of just like, hey, Halo meets Portal. Your own thing. Be confident. It's a sick game. Nice. Gosh, it is so fluid and fun. Hit detection's on point. I don't really have many complaints with Splitgate. So again, if you are looking for a good game, I know this is the season of good games being out. There's so many like epic single player titles. Oh, hello. Good shots, man. I guess that wasn't the guy that I shot. I should have looked at the giant backpack. Ooh. Yeah, definitely play Splitgate if you're looking for a fun, free-to-play arena shooter. Doesn't get much better than this. It's still super playable. I don't know where it will be if, like, let's say Splitgate 2 is 2025. A full year of, like, 2024, nothing. I would have to imagine they're going to do some beta stuff and... Nice. Testing with the community for Splitgate 2. If you think about it, 2019, when this game came out, if you have played original Splitgate, sick play, by the way. Check this out. You can throw right there, right here, and then gain all... Oh, don't shoot me, bro. I'm just trying to do the momentum play. There it is. You can do such cool stuff in this game. It's ridiculous. Let's get out of there. Oh, across the map? Where? With 2019, and like when this game came out, it's a completely different game. Completely different game. And that's props to them from listening to like feedback, and maybe I'll throw up in the beginning some of like what the game looked like in 2019. It was fun back then, but gosh, it played so differently. I want to say it was slower paced. Maybe that's accurate. I'm trying to remember. Pistol was way better. I feel like the pistol was more akin to like a Halo 5 style pistol. Does that sound about right? It's been a long time. Dragoon's getting old over here. I'm also getting incredibly excited for so many of the games that are coming out right now. GG, that was fun. Victory. Starfield next week, or tomorrow if you get the super duper early access version. So yeah, still check out Splitgate. In 2023, it's doing very well. We looked at it in the spring, and here this fall, same thing, just about the same experience. You can get into matches pretty quickly. Some of the obscure playlists, you're gonna have to wait quite a while, and the custom game browser doesn't see as many people in there. But still awesome, it's free, there's no downside to trying it. If you enjoyed the video, give me a like, do the YouTube thing, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.